Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Lacey Chabert.
I'm Allie Sweeney.
And I'm Autumn Reeser, and we are so excited for you to watch the second installment of the Wedding Veil Trilogy this Saturday night.
It's part of Love You Area. We have a couple questions from the Wedding Veil Unveiled that the Hallmark Channel sent our way. So, Lacey, we're going to get started. I think I'm asking the first question, though, right?
Yeah, jump
Okay.
in.
All right. Okay, so The Wedding Veil Unveiled is the second installment in a three-part crossover movie event that follows three best friends who discover an enchanted veil on one of their antiquing trips. Can you remind us where we are at the end of the first movie?
Uh,
You go.
yeah, go for it, Autumn.
No, you do it. It's your movie.
Well, at the end of the first movie, we saw that the veil certainly did work its magic, and Avery and Peter fell in love. They've gotten married, and now Autumn, your character, is taking the veil and going to try and figure out some of the origins and the history behind the veil.
Okay, so
Yeah,
on
so
Trace's
Emma's
behalf, I have to argue that there's not necessarily proof that it's the veil, but you did find true love, so I'll give you that. But we'll see.
and Emma's still not sure, but she likes history and she's an art teacher and she's going to Italy anyway, so she might as well see if she can find out where the veil came from and if the magic is real.
I love it. So Emma is next, like you said, Emma's next to have possession of the legendary veil and in search of its origin as she travels to Italy to teach an art class. Can you share a favorite scene you can't wait for the viewers to see? I feel like you can have I feel like
I
you're
know.
going to have a handful of answers for this
The
one.
whole movie is your favorite scene. What are you talking about?
Basically, the whole movie is my favorite scene of all time. How do I even pick one? Okay, the most magical moment I had this moment of like, you get these moments so rarely where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm in a movie. I feel all of the magic. I was filming in St. Mark's Square and in Venice, and it's just a phone call conversation, but I had this beautiful hat on and a dress and there's pigeons flying and I felt like I was like a 1940s movie star, and I was just in endless awe and gratitude, and I cannot wait for that scene. It was one of those moments where everything comes together and it feels like you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and I think people are gonna love it. It was so magic.
Oh, that is so magical. And you're so good in the movie. And I think what the audience is going to love, like, you really feel like you're going on the journey with your character and you really feel like you're taking this trip also. It's so beautiful.
Well, yeah, it was really my first time in Italy. And so much of the trip, me making a lot of mistakes and not knowing how to pronounce the words, that's all real.
Yeah.
All real.
And you can also see the joy in your eyes. I feel like that you could tell this was the personal experience for you came through on screen too, which I think is so lovely to watch.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
can't wait to see it.
Lacey.
I know that I had so much fun, Lacey, traveling with you on such an adventure to get there to be in our part of Autumn's of Wedding Veil Unveiled. And it was just so fun and interesting and different to be in this beautiful foreign country and seeing all these different things, and having a glass of wine with you at the end of the night while Autumn is still working hard. And it was so exciting to be there and so beautiful. Every part of it was really such a joy.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite memories too from all three of these movies were the off-screen moments where, like you said, we were like, oh, well, we're going to wait for Autumn to wrap. Let's have a glass of wine. We ended up ordering room service like 3 times. We ate lunch because we just started talking about motherhood and
Yeah,
just
we just
life
needed
and
more.
yeah, just getting to share stories and get to know each other closer. And those are some of my favorite memories.
Mine too. Okay, back to
Great.
the movie. Autumn. Emma learns the history of the veil. She meets an Italian man named Paolo. What do you think, Autumn, that the viewers? How do you think the viewers are going to connect with their relationship as they work together to find the truth behind the veil?
Well, I'm so excited about this actor we got to play Paolo. His name is Paolo Bernardini. And he's just such a lovely, dashing, handsome Italian movie star. I mean, what more could you want in a Valentine's Day weekend movie? And
Right.
like, I mean, it's so classic. And yeah, we just had an amazing time working together. And there's a lot of our banter. Like, he loved to correct my Italian. I never did figure out how to pronounce certain words. I would be like, it's Nazino. He'd be like, Nazino. I don't know what, it's actually the opposite of that. Every time I would try and say a word, he'd go, ah, mamma mia. Like, he was so embarrassed of my pronunciation. So there's actually a lot of that in the movie. All of that's just us, his embarrassment with my attempt to speak Italian.
I
So
love
sweet,
it.
though.
So
I think
good.
the audience is really going to love that. I think they're going to respond to how cute and how charmed he is by it. Yes, maybe embarrassed, but also like so charmed by you, and you know, and going along with like finding out the truth behind the legend of the veil. I love that.
Yeah, it's really special. You guys are really special together. All right, Allie, your turn. I have a question for you. Your character, Tracy, has been the skeptic of the group. Yes. And seems reluctant when it comes to her turn to see if the magic of the veil really exists. What qualities do you love most about her?
Yeah, I love playing. First of all, it was so fun for me. I love playing Tracy as a skeptic. I think it's so much fun. She's a New Yorker. She's like the tough real world one, and that's been such a fun role for me in this with the two of you, to balance it out. I think it's really like just a perfect blend for the way they wrote it is so clever, because I think people watch and they'll each relate to one of us, you know, and they all have a friend who's like Tracy, you know. And so yeah, it's been really fun to play that, and I love that quality about her. I love one of my dearest friends is a New Yorker, so for me, I really enjoyed bringing that New Yorker quality to life, and just I think you know, it's hard, right? Like living in the city, wearing, you know, those high heels down those city sidewalks every day, and you know, getting in the cab the way she does. I really did like try to be like my friend, the way she like marches into the street and like hails a cab. You know, I feel like that's such a New York move. And so those were just that whole the idea that she really just is a New Yorker at heart, was something I really embraced in playing the role.
Yeah, and I love that you're so funny as Tracy, but you also have this like really lovely vulnerability. And as the movies go on and the story continues, we get to see like why are you like that? Why are you so maybe skeptical? And
Yeah, why is she like
so well.
Yes, and I can't wait for people to see the third movie when that facade starts to crack a little bit and the magic of the veil maybe works its way in. It's such a fun arc for you, Allie. This is watching you play the sarcasm of Tracy and the pragmatism is just, it's so good on you.
Yeah, it's been really fun, and like I said, I think it's so like clever and lovely how they wrote the three of us, so different and unique. And then I mean, I think we can't even go another minute without talking about the fabulous wardrobe in all three of these movies, and how Geraldine did and I love the reaction we're getting online about it too, but I love how Geraldine did such a good job helping each of us find a lane, like to create a visual image of who these three women are, and it's really brilliant, I think.
No, it is. And she and her team support us so much. Like, you don't know what it's like. It's the worst feeling to be on set and to not love what you're wearing or to not feel good in it or it doesn't feel right on you. And it's distracting and you don't feel comfortable and confident. And no matter what, they always make sure you feel that comfortable and confident, and that the wardrobe is a character in the movie itself. And it has to, you know, support your character, and it's a part of bringing your character to life. And she does such a wonderful job. Her whole team does. So thank you.
Yeah. And okay, so I'm going to ask you, Lacey, these movies take us from San Francisco to Boston to Italy, and then in the third movie we're in New York. Do you have some fun memories, like your favorite memories about traveling all over the place, or
I mean,
what's some of your favorite moments?
I think it's kind of what I was saying earlier, just the off-camera memories that we created of getting to know each other better and exploring a place we had never been before. Allie, you and I flying to Bulgaria together and nearly getting lost in the airport and sleeping in the lounge for like 2 hours and making sure to wake each other up, and you know, just the adventure. And a lot of times when I am on location, I think you guys are probably the same, like you're usually solo on those trips, you know, and you don't have the opportunity to kind of share it with people that are friends in life, and usually the people around you become friends, but to get to do that with you both was just really, really special.
Autumn, what are your favorite moments?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, all the off screen with both of you girls, just having dinner, having a glass of wine, and getting to connect deeply with both of you. Because I think one of the things I appreciate about both of you is your open hearts and transparency. And to meet two women in an industry in which there's such a cliche about women competing with each other, and to meet two women who came in completely transparent with open hearts just reminds me that it's possible, and that that's what I want for my life and for this industry. And you guys inspire me.
Well, I have to echo that and just say that, like, almost the polar opposite of what that stereotype would be is Lacey created an environment of like really strong women. You know, we had a first AD who was a woman, camera operators who are women. We had executive producers that are Lacey's partners in this that are women. Like, so many strong women who all lifted each other up, made sure we were all okay. You know, really helped it be the best it could possibly be, and it was nothing but positive the entire time. But I'm gonna say my favorite moment that like will stay with me forever. And I'm sorry for the fans if you guys have heard me tell the story already, because I love it so much. It makes me laugh every time I think about it. Is when we were filming on the street and some guy drove by with like his engine like all converted, so loud or whatever, and it was like we had to stop the scene and listen to him drive his car by, and we each made a comment, and I don't even remember what they all were. But Lacey, you were so funny how you just looked at us and you were like, oh my God, we are our characters right now. Like, it was so perfect and funny how we each had a response to it that was like in keeping with our character.
I remember what the responses were too. Allie,
Okay.
yours was something like, what the expletive is wrong with that guy? And Lacey's was like, oh, he needs attention. And I was like, he's got a wounded inner child inside.
But we said it with like no hesitation, and at the end of it, we all burst out laughing because we're like, we really are our characters.
And it was just such a perfect moment. Like, it's hard filming outside and on a busy street, and there was just so many different things, and so we're freezing cold.
Yes.
And like just all the elements of it. Like, that was just such a fun night. I'll remember that forever. That was just one of my favorite moments.
So we've always wanted a chance to work together. How did our friendships with each other off screen and on screen help us play best friends? You know, it was a dream of mine to work with you guys, and I know the fans have been asking for so long, you know, when will we ever see a crossover or see some of you in a film together? And so I was just thrilled that Hallmark allowed us to do this, and to also do a trilogy and something different. You know, we're all trying to raise the bar on every movie that we do, and I wanted to explore, you know, delving a little bit deeper into the female relationships and the friendships, because the sisterhood really is at the heart of all of the stories. And so I think knowing you both beforehand was, it obviously really helped because there was some history there. But now I feel like our friendships are that much deeper, and I just respect you both so much, and I'm so privileged that you were willing to go on this journey with me. And I just feel like we're connected for life.
True.
I feel that way. I feel that way too. I felt so honored to be asked to be a part of it, Lacey. I can't tell you how special it's been for me. So thank you for including me in this incredible experience. And, you know, I was nervous, to be honest. Like, I know you both, and we're friends, but it's different working together. And I was nervous that I would hold up my end of the bargain, you know? And so the first couple days on set, I really wanted to I always want to make a good impression, but I did feel like an added level of like, better step it up, Sweeney, pull it together.
I love it.
We get to see the love of good friends, which is my favorite part of this movie and these movies, and romantic love stories in each of them. But in honor of Lovuary, Autumn, do you want to start sharing a love story that's special to you?
I think the love stories that have meant the most to me in my life are the love stories between me and my friends. Really, truly, I think friendship gets put in a second place position. And for so many of us, those are the relationships that carry us through our life. Like, I've got there's four of us from high school. We've been friends since we were 14, and they have seen me through every season of my life, through the hard times, through becoming a mother, through the joys of my life. And to have them as witnesses is the deepest, most profound love that I have experienced.
Oh, that's
so true. Beautiful. Lacey?
I think Valentine's Day is, in talking about, I really echo what you just said too, Autumn, but thinking about romantic love, we got engaged on Valentine's Day weekend years ago. And so whenever Valentine's comes around, like it has a little extra meaning for me, I think.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love that. My husband and I have been married for almost 22 years now. So for us, I think the love that is so special to me that I think about on Valentine's Day, but really all year round, is the family that we've created, our two beautiful kids, and the fun we have together. Dave and I have so many nights where we just sit there talking about like the silly stories our kids, like, it never gets old, right? When they were little and the babies, and Dave and I would do impressions of their little baby faces or the words they would make. And now that they're older, we just swap stories of the like goofy things they say, or just memory lane of all their childhood moments, and who they are now as people. I mean, my son is going to this like winter formal dance this week, and of course waits till the last second to buy some vest, and I have to like overnight it and like make sure it gets there, and is that the right color that she wanted it to be, and I'd explain to him what a corsage is, and I mean, it's just it's so special and fun. And I think from my point of view, like the length of our relationship is just part of what makes it beautiful. In the same way, Autumn, you were talking about your friendships, like we just have so many funny memories and so many great stories of every part along the way, and we can't wait for more to make more memories.
Oh, I love that. I love how you pass on all those traditions to your kids. That's been really fun for us as parents too, to tell Julia stories of how we fell in love and how long we've been together.
Yeah.
And it makes it extra special.
Okay, so before we wrap it up, I'm supposed to tease out, without giving away too many spoilers, what they can expect from the Wedding Veil legacy, and how Emma, Avery, and Tracy reunite again in the final film. Well, I don't want to like give anything away, but I do want to just say, wasn't it so beautiful, that email we got from one of our executive producers? She sent us the sweetest email about one moment in the movie towards the end that really like made her so emotional and in a beautiful way, and it was really about the friendship of these three women, and it just was so beautiful to hear her describe how it made her feel. And so I'm really looking forward to the fans and their reaction to this final movie. And I like that it's a different journey. Tracy is the skeptic, she is the non-believer, she's also the one who's already in a relationship, so from her point of view, dating Finn, like this veil isn't for her. She's got her own thing she's got going on, and she feels really safe in that. And so I think it's really fun how her journey is a bit of a discovery, and she's unwilling to make. Against her will, this veil is going to pull her into love.
Yeah, whether she likes it or not.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think we're going to wrap up our live chat, but we can't end without playing a really fun game of this or that. So this is a rapid fire game, no thought required, just your first instinct, this or that. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Explore a brand new city by foot or by boat? By boat.
Foot.
Oh, I didn't know we were so different. Okay. Take an art
class, but that wasn't an option.
Just kidding. Take an art class or visit an art museum? Visit a museum.
Class.
Museum.
Okay. Traditional vows or write your own? We did both.
Wait, what? Say it again. Oh,
traditional vows or write your own?
Traditional vows.
Write your own.
Love it. At a wedding, are you more likely to take photos in a photo booth or spend the night on the dance floor?
Dance floor.
Dance floor.
Yeah, dance floor.
Love it. Chocolates or flowers? And I think the only reason to pick flowers is if you're allergic to chocolate, but I'm not judging.
No, chocolate all the way. Yeah.
Flowers. Lacey.
Okay, I love you. I love you anyway.
I love you too.
Enjoy a home cooked meal or try a new restaurant.
Home cooked meal.
Who's cooking it for me? This is my question. Depends who's cooking.
Paolo, obviously.
All right, home cooked meal.
Great.
But what also would have been funny is if we had done it like guessing what the other people would say, because I'm pretty sure I would have gotten Autumn right every time.
I love it. This has been so much fun. I love just being able to be with you guys. And I just want to say thank you to you, of course, and also to all of the fans. You've been so supportive of us on this journey. And this has just been something we've all been so happy to share with you. And your response has been just so lovely. And it feels so good. And we hope that you enjoy these other 2 movies. So thank you so much. Enjoy this weekend, the second movie in the Wedding Veil trilogy. And then you can get excited for the third coming up.
Tune in to the Wedding Veil Unveiled, part of Love You Area, on Saturday, February 12th at 8 p.m. 7 Central, only on the Hallmark channel.
Yes, and you guys can also tweet along with us. Are you guys going to be tweeting?
Yeah, I'm going to tweet. Are you going to tweet?
Yeah. We'll be live tweeting. So just make sure you use the hashtag the Wedding Veil, and we can,
I was using
pictures.
The hashtag last time. I'll make sure I use the right one this time. The hashtag the Wedding Veil.
The Wedding Veil. Exactly. We'll all be there. So come with your questions and we'll tell you some fun stories. And again, just thank you so much for going on the journey.
And I have lots of photos from behind the scenes of us in Bulgaria. So I can't wait to post and share some of those fun moments.
Love it. So fun. All right.
Love you, girls. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all so much.